Go do it.
Pa pa da da pa 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 da.
Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba.
Hello show.
Hello show. Woo, it's Christmas.
Yay! Merry Christmas.
Happy Halloween. Hello holiday special. Yun
Yun.
pala, Halloween. Happy holiday special. Ay, hirap.
Happy Holiday special.
Nice. Welcome. It's the 24th of December now by the time that you're listening to this. So tomorrow is Christmas, but since we normally post on a Monday, we figured we would release our Christmas or holiday special on the 24th. So
and so you could also, focus on celebrating Christmas with your families, friends, and everything.
Yeah, it's busy time of year, so we're actually we don't have a video aspect, but since we're focusing mainly on the podcast anyway, we wanted to make sure that we got you something out there. And yeah, today it's gonna be kind of different. Normally we do our TTs and our weekend review, but we're gonna just talk mostly, strictly Christmas stuff. But I know a lot of people have been asking just to talk about it. Just shout out to Catriona Gray.
Yay! Congratulations!
What a great Christmas gift to the Philippines, Miss Universe.
I know, right?
Slavawak. She's so fine.
And everything. I was actually looking back on all of the videos and everything. Alam mo yung parang she gracefully went through the Miss Universe competition. It was just like, alam mo yung parang every portion of, di ba parang you go through the top 10 and then the top 5 and then the top 3. Parang every time she goes through, yung parang hindi mo na napapansin na she's struggling or...
Well, yeah, I think she was a favorite naman talaga.
Yeah, but you could really see the confidence and everything. Na parang I feel like it gave us all the inspiration to strive better. True. Alam mo yan?
All right, so congratulations to Catriona Gray, Miss Universe, Miss Philippines, now Miss Universe. So let's get to the holiday. I always think of Halloween. Holiday special.
Holiday.
Of course, we want to call it the holiday because, maybe there's some people who don't celebrate Christmas. Like me, I don't really celebrate Christmas.
But then again, like let's say Jews, they celebrate Hanukkah on the same ano din naman, diba?
I think so. It's longer yata. I'm not sure, but we don't want to.
Yeah.
But basically, we want to include everybody because it's more of the season that we're trying to feel now. But of course, a lot of questions that we got from you. So we asked everyone on Instagram and on Twitter to ask us questions. So we'll talk a lot about that. I think that's what we should do. We'll just answer questions because we got a lot to talk about. So do you have any, or do you want me to start from what I hear? I think what's on our minds and a lot of people's minds now are the from Reese, our friend Reese. Hi Reese.
Hello.
Yung mga classic tita hirits sa reunion. So those those very stereotypical phrases that you hear now when you go to a reunion.
Right.
What do you think about those?
Well, the classic is the tumataba ka.
I fucking hate that.
And stuff like that.
Every time I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
It's just so weird. For me, when it comes to, tita saying that, I just ignore it. I know they don't mean anything by it. They just don't know what to say to you because they probably don't know you. Kasi yung mga ganun, ako napapansin ko, yung mga ganun tita ko, they don't know me at all. They don't know anything about my life besides my name and, not even my birthday, my parents, yun lang.
Is it worse if like they know you though and they say that?
No, the thing is, ang napapansin ko naman, I don't know, with us, mostly ng kilala ko na tita ko, they don't really talk about my weight or anything. Right. It's because they know, They know how I act or how I would feel because we talk besides, just saying, hello, tita, beso, beso, and then leave. With all those titas na parang I only see, like, let's say, once in 5 years. That's the first thing that they say to me. And I already, parang na-realize ko through the years that they only say that because they don't know anything about me.
Right.
So parang ganun. That's how I feel about it. And whenever sinasabi sa akin yun to me and my sisters, parang ignore na lang. We don't really think about it. We have like this pact, me and my sisters, na parang whenever people tell us na parang tumataba ka or alam mo yung batchoy, yung mga ganun, we just ignore it. We actually had a talk about it.
Really?
Yeah, we just ignore it.
Ako naman, I get it. I don't really go to family gatherings that often. And when I do, it's usually my close, immediate family. They still give me that. Not just Christmas. Every time.
Whole year.
Yeah, a whole year. And, it really sucks. I hate it. Is that yours or is that mine?
That's yours.
That's my phone. Sorry, guys. My alarm. But yeah, I mean, I hate it, and I think that we should stop. But you know what? I think that there's a brighter future ahead because I think millennials are, at least our age, people our age, seem to think the same way that we do, that we don't like that.
Right.
So maybe down the line,
maybe,
us, yung mga future titos and titas, we're gonna have that, by the way. And
because I'm sure
we're getting there in age.
Our titos and titas generation, I'm sure they were annoyed by something that their tita said, but we don't hear about it anymore because nagkaroon na nga ng shift in the generation how they think. Alam mo yun?
How about now? I mean, the other popular one is, "Oy, my boyfriend, my girlfriend ka na ba? Do you have a are you seeing someone now? How do you feel about that? Is it intrusive? Do you feel like if you do have one, do you share at all?
I think it depends, especially when, like, let's say, tinanong yun ng tita ko to my cousin, and I know my cousin, like, let's say, struggling or kaka-break lang. Obviously, I'm gonna say something about it. Parang sasabihin ko sa tita ko na, awkward naman, yung parang ganon. Or like, I'm just gonna tell them na, actually, kaka-break lang po. Alam mo yun?
That's the worst.
Yeah, it's like...
It makes them feel bad.
Yeah. Alam mo yun?
Then they don't want to ask you any more
questions. You know what?
questions.
When it comes to titos and titas, parang sometimes I'm not scared of like what do you call that? Yung parang pagsabihan sila or anything. It's not out of disrespect.
If you're close to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Even when I'm not, alam mo yun, not to disrespect them or anything. Like, let's say mali talagang ginagawa nila or they're hurting people. Parang I've noticed sa sarili ko lang na parang mas kaya kong mag-speak out like compared to my parents. I don't know why.
Yeah. Me naman, I use humor to deflect usually for example, even just going back to mataba ka. If mataba din yung auntie ko, sinasabi ko, oy, idol kita. No, but
hindi nga.
But
dapat sabihin mo, kasi tita, gusto ko partners tayo.
Body goals. But for example, especially when it comes to relationships or if you're seeing somebody, usually I do it so extreme that everything that I answer from then on out, they won't believe it anyway. Right. Like, oy, may binuntis ako. On the way, may anak na ako. Next month, hintayin mo. Ikaw ninang, because, eventually I think I've developed a reputation within my family that if they ask me stuff that I don't really, want to talk about or I don't, they know that they don't know if I'm answering the right, if I'm being truthful or not serious. Yeah. But that's how I am anyway. I'm a joker. So, wala lang.
Joke buhay mo
Any other, can you think of any other tita hurts? I was watching a commercial kanina na parang ganun yung peg nila.
Yeah. It's a pretty popular thing when it comes to family reunions. But I think also it's different. It's a different flavor with every family. Alam mo yun?
Some people are really, like, they don't do that. They're really close and they don't judge you and whatever. But I think it's all usually meant well naman.
I guess so, like in their heads.
However, do you have any tita? I mean, maybe not you personally, but have you heard stories of titas or titos that have maybe like a superiority complex? But that basically they want to compare their life to maybe yours or their kids to your life. Parang, oy, musta na house school? Tapos they have kids that maybe go to oy, yung pinsan mo. As a top grade getter sa whatever. Sometimes I feel like I've seen that. Not really for me, but I've heard stories from my friends. Not my cousin, my friends. And they're like, man, I fucking hate going to Christmas thingies or whatever because I always feel like I'm like left behind.
Yeah.
Because I worked in a movie theater before, diba? And the movie theater, I love that job, but it's still in the States. It's a minimum wage job. And I remember every time we would talk about it among my friends, we're like, man, what are we doing in life? And not that it's a bad thing that we're working there, but at the same time, we know that we could have maybe been doing more. So that's like, I remember every time, like the last 3 years before when I was working, ganun. So,
ganun. Actually, I know someone, parang ito naman weird. The tita is in competition with them. Like the actual pamangkin. Like...
the tita is in competition. So if they, for example, that tita would be in competition with you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Parang ganun. It's a little weird na parang all the things that they didn't, like, let's say they had dreams before and then you're doing it now. Right. Parang medyo in competition siya until now. And then I get weirded out by it because I see it. And then I think, parang nasa utak ko, parang, aren't you supposed to be like the understanding one? You're not supposed to be in competition
frustration.
With... yung parang mga frustration nila. Like, let's say, kunwari, my friend says, nag-yoga ko. Kailangan niya sabihin din na, Oh, ako din. Actually, ganito
Sign
na yung
up on the
positions na
classes.
alam ko ganyan. So, alam mo yun, it's like, instead of like celebrating you or the pamangkin, na parang, ang galing naman ng pamangkin ko, they're trying to one-up them.
One-up you, yeah. Okay.
So, parang it's so weird.
Okay. So, I guess like
And can you imagine that, tita, celebrating with you on Christmas Day, and I don't know if you're gonna enjoy.
Right. So your final thoughts on Tita Hear It? Don't do it.
No, I think
do it in moderation.
No. I think we can't ignore it. We can't avoid it, but you can definitely ignore it.
Okay.
Just don't let it ruin your Christmas. Stuff. You know what the best thing is? Stuff them with food. Na parang kunwari, like nag-start pa lang sila, oh, anak, meron ka na bang... Subuhan mo na sila ka na.
Shh, be quiet. Eat this.
Here's a ham sandwich.
Okay, moving on. Kelvin TD, he wanted us to talk about the Pinoy Christmas versus the U.S. Christmas. And I think we can answer this because, first of all, you spent your whole life here.
Yeah,
I spent a lot of my life in the U.S. So let's talk about the differences, I guess, between Christmas. Food is a big one, right?
Definitely.
So, dito... What are the common ones? I'm sure we both know. Yeah, food.
Well, there's the ham.
Ham.
There's the queso de bola, which is like, a staple in every...
which I never really got because it's just like one big ass ball of cheese,
basically,
right?
it's just sharp cheddar cheese.
Yeah, but it's a big one.
Yeah, it is. And alam mo yung...
Usually, sa States, it's sliced.
Yeah. What's that type of cheese again? Edam. That's it.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. So, it's just here, we call it queso de bola. And when you hear queso de bola, you equate it with Christmas. Even though you have it the whole year.
Lechon is part ba?
Yeah,
it is,
I guess. Oh, Christmas parties and everything.
Okay.
But I think when it comes to family, Noche Buena, parang medyo... onti lang yung naglelechon because you only have your family with you, so
Speaking of which, I feel like it's split on the fence when people celebrate or when they eat. Some people do it Noche Buena.
Yeah.
Some people do it Christmas Day.
You know what? I think everybody eats Noche Buena. There's a reason why Noche Buena is such a it's this thing na never nawawala.
Okay.
Because everybody, they eat Noche Buena. And it doesn't even need to be like super a feast. Sometimes people just eat like sotanghon and then pandesal and that's their Noche Buena.
And then the next day,
dun na yung bongga. Yung
so because I know most people celebrate both days.
Yeah.
But usually one of those days, I think as far as I've heard, is one of the between the 2 days, one of them is like the bigger day.
Yes.
So if you ask them, when do you celebrate Christmas? They'll say, kami we celebrate 24th.
Right.
Or we do it actually day off. Ganun.
Yeah.
What other foods are there? Pancit, palabok.
Yeah, pancit. Actually,
do you know the desserts? Because I get so confused with the desserts. There's so many Christmassy. Well, there's desserts all year round, but I get so confused what they are. Like
Christmas
what is
like,
the difference between like sapin and what's the other one? Like
what?
There's the ones that looks like sapin. You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
Leche, not leche flan.
Leche flan?
No, it's like color white.
Biko?
Parang ganun. Like,
okay.
if you told me then if you put biko and sapin.
Biko, you could see the rice grains.
Ganun ba yun?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different colorful ones.
Yeah.
If you told me to name all them, I feel like I would be so confused.
My favorite is Pichi Pichi.
See, Pichi Pichi, that looks like leche flan.
No.
It's brown, right?
No, it's the cassava.
And then you put coconut, right?
No, you put cheese on top.
Oh.
Yun yung yellow. Oh my goodness, I'm going to buy you.
No, you know what? I probably had it already.
Pichi,
I just don't. I get so confused with the names. Pichi Pichi, is it like?
It's a yellow one.
It looks like a volcano, right?
No,
whoops.
that's yema.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The names are so confusing to me, but the image, I know what they look like.
Actually, for me, my favorite is Pichi Pichi. That's my number one. And my number two is, Biko. I like it when kasi there's like parang a spread on top. I don't know what you call it. Parang brown stuff on top of it.
Okay.
I like it when it's iniisip mo. Alam ko na yun nasa utak mo.
Sabi mo spread eh.
Basta brown siya na, I think it's brown sugar muscovado. Ewan ko.
You should have let it. I don't know. Yeah. When you think of spread,
you ate it last
I know.
night
I know.
or yesterday.
I ate the spread.
Oh.
Okay.
So there.
Spread in my mouth.
Spread. Yeah. Favorite ko
ka.
yung Biko. And then the last would be, oh my gosh. Okay, number one, I don't like leche flan. So that's out of the
You don't like
list.
leche flan?
I don't like leche flan.
But that's our thing.
I think it's just so No.
Dude,
No. I think it's just so not complex. Yung flavor.
Alam mo yung leche flan, for me, when I eat it, di ba, you're only supposed to eat like maybe like a square.
Yeah, parang
Ako kasi, di ba, it looks like an oval. Oh, that's my Siri, sorry.
Shucks, nagulat ako. I thought someone was...
You know, leche flan, it's like an oval.
Yeah.
So when I eat it, I try to cut it, diba? But it doesn't look even. So, syempre, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna cut this other side para mas even, mas symmetrical siya tignan. And it ends up I eat up the whole thing. So like, because once you're past halfway, you're like, tangina, ubusin ko na lang to.
Right. Ako, basta,
I love leche flan. Like, it's one of my
leche flan,
favorites.
medyo for me, it's a no.
It's a basic bitch dessert for you? Really?
So, mine would be pichi and then biko.
See, if you're telling me these, like, I've had both of those, I'm sure, but I don't know what they look like in my mind because I'm getting them confused probably.
Right.
With other
Yeah. It's very confusing, especially when they just put it in front of you and then you just eat it. Oh, actually, I have a third one. My third favorite would be black kuchinta. There's a black kuchinta. I don't know what they.
I've had kuchinta too. I just don't know. Does that look like a? The little circle ones, right?
Yeah. The gummy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I thought pichi was.
No, it's not pichi. Okay. Kasi pichi is yellow.
How about buko?
Buko pandan?
Yeah, in my family we have like buko, sherbet, sorbet. Sherbet,
buko
sorbet.
pandan.
Buko pandan.
Iba yung sherbet.
Sherbet is what we have. It's what we normally have. That's good.
Yeah.
Is that not common? I don't know.
Medyo
really.
Hindi. Buko pandan is.
Buko pandan, no?
Yeah, the one with cream.
How about
and buko.
cakes? Because in the States it's cakes.
No,
right?
Parang no.
Unless you go to like yung mga bakery shops.
Yeah.
But that's usually for birthdays, diba, Mark? Yeah, in the States it's cakes.
Ang uso din dito, fruit salad. Sobra. It's like one of the most common Christmas food that we serve here in the Philippines. And I'm sure we, like all the families out there, would have their different take on Christmas, the fruit salad. So like for us, we put cheese, we don't put cherries.
Go on record now. Does corn belong in fruit salad? Because they do that.
Yeah, they do, but I don't like it.
I like it.
Really? I don't.
I do.
I like
it.
cheese. Because for some people, that's like the salty part of the fruit salad. But for me, I like the cubes of cheese. As in Eden, the one that's really processed.
Yes.
So Eden cheese. So ayun, parang ganun.
Man, nakakagutom na.
Nakakagutom. And you know what? It's so weird because in our family, they would always ask me to make the fruit salad, and my dad would always say, gawin mo na yung recipe mo ng fruit salad. And in my mind, it's like, it's cream and condensada and fruit cocktail. That's literally it. I don't have like a special ingredient.
Like a traditional
like,
family secret.
Like akala nila parang may nilalagay akong dash of cinnamon and nutmeg.
Salt Bay.
Alam mo yun, yung parang, it's super duper simple. And I don't know why. I don't know, parang, I'm happy naman na parang my dad is proud na I have this recipe.
Okay.
And then, like, my dad would always ask me, uy, gawin mo naman yung tito mo ng fruit salad, papadala natin. As in, like, it's like a big thing.
Wow, ang ganda. Sarap
I know,
naman
right?
fruit salad mo, ha?
Pero ako parang, tansya lang po lahat yun.
Man.
It's so weird.
I'm trying to think, the US food naman, turkey is a big thing kasi kahit Thanksgiving. It's bigger Thanksgiving, but in Christmas, I think they still have turkey sometimes. But truth be told, tahimik, at least in San Diego, tahimik yung
Christmas.
Pasko eh.
Really?
Compared to here. That's why one of the biggest reasons why I moved here to the Philippines was I love the atmosphere. I love the way I felt when I was here.
Right.
Not just during Christmas, but you know, the Philippines is the only place where I've actually been to before where parang on a weekday night, punta ka lang sa, like the hot spots, and there's people out there drinking.
Yeah.
Siguro kasi stress sila sa traffic. No, but you know what I mean? If you're bored in the middle of the night, you can go somewhere and there's probably going to be something to do.
Yeah.
In the States, it's a very, like, by 11 p.m. on a weekday, everything's closed. And you got to stay at home, usually.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to a dive bar or something, but it's kind of boring.
What's a dive bar?
It's like I don't know how to explain it. Dive bar is like, parang... it's not a hidden bar. It's just like a cheap bar.
Yes.
But yeah, so but the Christmas
is,
especially is when I really feel the not emotions, like the way people
like the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, the spirit of the people, the Filipino people, because I feel like it's just so alive.
Yeah.
Whether it be in the the crowded malls or just driving, because one of my fondest memories was when I would vacation here. I would arrive late in the evening, Tapos susunduin ako sa airport. And when you drive home, yung mga parol, the people selling parol on the side.
Is it fun to look at?
Yeah, and then of course there's the paputok before.
Right.
I mean, I think it kind of died down a little bit because of the the administration now. But
for our safety.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right.
But I remember this was the place to be for Christmas, and that's what I think the biggest difference between U.S. and Pinoy Christmas is how alive it is, and I think it's way more alive here.
Yeah, it is. It is. But then, just recently I came across this one post on Facebook that made me realize that Christmas really is... Okay, this is a post, okay? So, sinabi nung... May narinig siya over at the MRT.
Okay.
Na parang nag-uusap na, ay nako, magpapasko na naman. Tapos sinabi nung isa na, yung Pasko pang mayaman lang naman yan eh. Hindi ka makakapag-celebrate ng Pasko.
Shade.
Hindi ka makakapag-celebrate ng Pasko pag wala kang pera. Which is, I mean, diba, parang we kind of want to believe that Christmas is in our hearts. But then again, when you don't have anything on the table, diba, parang medyo mapapaisip ka din na
true.
tayo, we have our families, diba, Noche Buena and everything. But what about those families na
they don't have
anything?
Right.
Diba, parang mapapaisip ka na parang deserve ko ba mag-celebrate ng Christmas? Alam mo yun? Parang, just a while ago, I was just, 22 na. And I see people still working. So parang napapaisip ako na, shucks, parang deserve ko ba tong pinamili ko? Alam mo yun, yung parang yung mga ibang tao, they're all they're...
I've always had this
working
thing about feeling how I should feel about our especially, well, for me, I don't want to speak for you, but I have a certain amount of privilege.
Yes.
So of course I've never gone hungry. I've never had to really, I've had to work to put food on my own table, but I've never had to feed a family. It just makes me wonder about should I feel bad that I'm doing these things? But at the end of the day, it's not our fault. But then I think it also gives us a platform to, since we have these blessings, for example, we're able to really see and that we should be able to do something more with our lives.
With what you have.
With what we have. I feel like we can give back. Not necessarily, I mean, give money or whatever, because some people think that to make a change in the world, you have to really do a lot or you have to give a lot. I don't think that's the case. I think if you can just do something nice, for example, to somebody less fortunate,
right.
I think that's enough. I just feel like we don't do that enough. People who have the money to do stuff.
It's really the little things. And I think, let's say when on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, you go to the mall and then, there are employees there, they're still working, right? I think it would be extra nice if you're going to be extra nice to them as well.
True. Always be nice naman year-round, but maybe this time put in an effort.
Diba? They're taking time off from their families and ikaw, alangan namang magdabog-dabog ka dun because they don't have the size for you.
Yeah, that's such a bitch thing to do.
It's just don't.
Yeah.
Actually, the other day, I kind of caught myself na parang wala yung shoes na gusto ko or they're not selling it to me kasi it was on sale the previous season.
Okay.
The previous season. And they wouldn't sell it to me. So, parang medyo...
What? Did you give them attitude?
No. Nung una parang gusto ko nang magalit. But then I remembered na parang, shucks, they're just doing their job.
That's true.
And kita ko na the lines were long and everything. So, joke ko na lang sila.
Yeah.
So, I made, parang some jokes, ganyan. Tapos, in the end, binenta naman nila sa akin. But then, I realized lang na parang I had to catch myself. If I didn't, I would be that bitch customer in the department store.
Speaking of customer service, I've talked about it before. I feel like everyone should work it because I think you really realize how crappy people can be. So, just to put it into perspective for people who haven't worked customer service before.
Me.
Yeah. When for example, there's a long line, unless they are being outwardly very slow, very lazy. This is speaking from experience. In the movie theater, diba, opening night of a big movie, the lines are so long. Syempre, kulang lang kami. But the thing is, we don't work slow on purpose.
Right.
You know what
That's
I mean?
just how it is.
There's just so many people, and sometimes it takes a while to get your order because we ran out of popcorn, we ran out of something, we have to prepare your food, whatever. Most people who work in customer service do not work slowly to piss you off.
Yeah.
They're not doing that on purpose. So I think you just remember that. So if you ever get frustrated that something's taking a long time, it's not because they're doing it on purpose. There's probably other stuff. I mean, of course there's exceptions. Maybe they forgot to punch in an order,
right,
etc. But most of the time, they're just doing their job. Yeah. So yeah.
And like I know.
Tipped, by the way, I tipped my barber like extra 50.
Yun pa. This season.
This
season. Okay, here's another question for you.
Okay.
Or maybe just a situation. This season kasi, when it's Christmas, especially here in the Philippines, uso yung tips.
Yes.
And alam mo yung parang sometimes mapapaisip ka din na like let's say there's this guard in the parking parking area, parking area na parang gina-guide ka and mapapaisip ka na gina-guide ka lang ba nito because they know you're gonna give them a tip. Like on a normal day they wouldn't do that kasi hindi ka naman bibigyan ng tip. Alam mo yun?
Yeah. But I mean, for me, kahit normal day lang yun, I usually tip anyway. I mean,
yun nga, mapapaisip ka, will they? Diba? Will they even help you?
Are they doing it? Well, at least on, if you're gonna look at the bright side of that, at least they're hustling harder.
That's true. Nice. It's not like they begged money from you.
They did, at least they did something
that's true.
for you. Let's see what else we got. Christmas memories. It's Christmas, don't be like chipmunks. Christmas memories as a kid or family Christmas traditions. That's one from Anna Nighttray on Instagram.
Is that again?
Christmas memories as a kid or family traditions. Maybe basically let's get nostalgic about the holidays.
When it comes with the holidays, I think I'm very fortunate because my parents are very festive.
Okay.
So my mom would be on the food and decorations and it would be all out. Like, walang corner sa bahay namin na walang decoration. As in...
I got an all out.
All out talaga.
Oh, man. That's so much hassle. Or for me, because...
Well, it would be hassle for you, but for my mom, it's like, Christmas time! Bring out the tinsel!
It's the taking it down is what I stress about if ever I'm gonna do that. Like, shit.
But the thing is...
It's like one day lang or like one weekend.
Yeah.
It's like,
but the thing is, my mom isn't like... Hindi siya nag-worry. She doesn't even worry about taking it down because we're 4 siblings. So, utusan niya lang kami lahat. And we'd be like, okay, fine.
She did make the dinner most of the time, right? She did pay for everything.
And then, so my mom is on that side. And then my dad would be for the gifts. And my dad, I want to just stress na he is so generous. As in like, I love that even to the janitor of the hospital, he would give gifts.
Wow.
Or, yung ganon, na parang I wish in the future, I would have, I would work hard and have that kind of money so that I could, do that. Be generous as well and do that. Kasi kita ko talaga, as in on Christmas Day, mawawala siya for like 4 hours just going around. Gifts. Yeah. Wow. Going around. Punta siya sa tito, lolo, lola.
Galing.
Kahit kapatid lang ng kapitbahay ng ganito, he would. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything. Yeah. It's just that, alam mo yung...
No, I think it's a very, very nice thing.
Yeah, and alam mo yung, that's just how he celebrates it. Hindi nga siya yung ma-decorations or anything. It's just he likes to share. The blessings.
It's funny kasi...
Para siyang literally our own Christmas, our own Santa.
Yeah. You know kasi my stance on gift giving.
Yeah, I know. I was about to buy you a gift.
Yung mga ube babes out there, Leche fans, I have a policy. I don't like to give or receive gifts, whether it be on my birthday or Christmas. I just don't like the...
This is so Sheldon Cooper of you.
I don't like... Because I don't like the... I don't know if anyone is like me. Well, first of all, I admit it's a kuripot instinct as well. Because I don't want to buy gifts because it's like, man,
now you have to give them a gift.
Yeah. Actually, that's the biggest part. It's when somebody gives you a gift. There's an innate parang reaction that, oh shit, I have to give them a gift too.
Right.
And of course, people who do know my policy of no gifts, even when they get me a gift, they say, I know you don't you don't like getting gifts. Don't worry, you don't have to get me one. Even if they say that, I still feel like shit.
Well, then that's your problem now. It's not my problem. I told you I don't need a gift from you.
I know, but you know what I mean? Like, feel ko lang na it's gonna be like, even though they're not gonna hold it against me verbally, feel ko lang parang,
hindi kaya. Grabe
no,
ka.
you know, okay, for example, there's a girl that I like, right?
All right.
She got me a gift. And then I was like, and she knows the rule, didn't
Yeah.
Anyways, in Alexi, our co-DJ is telling me, yeah, are you going to get her gift now? And I'm like, no, because I have a no gift thing. And she's like, I know, but you still have to get her a gift. I was like, fuck, are you serious? I was like, shit, do I? Do I really?
I don't know. I think it's different when it comes to the girl or the person you're seeing. Kasi,
no, I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing this girl. I'm just saying I like her.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh, parang kunwari lang, you're seeing a person.
Right.
And then, yun nga, may no gift rule ka.
Yeah.
I think it's a different thing. Kapag,
As in no gifts. I mean, like my mom, I tell my mom, no, don't give me a gift. And she knows that.
Yeah. And yung mom mo, yes!
Yes! My birthday is close enough to Christmas. Before when I was younger, where...
you would have gifts.
Yeah, this is to go back to the question. My fondest memories, I did like getting gifts when I was younger. This was when I didn't have money to buy gifts for people. And I was a kid. So, syempre, I expected Christmas. Oy, Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Birthday gift. My birthday and Christmas are like a couple days apart. So basically, my gifts were happy birthday / Merry Christmas.
Right. Yeah.
Which was before a frustration of mine because I was like, man, why do people get 2 gifts in the year? But it also made me realize that sometimes because it's so close, they give you bonggang gift. So they get you a big, a nice fancy one.
Or like lots of money.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten money?
I love money.
I love money too.
I love money so much. Please give me money.
So wait, let me ask you this. What if I gave you like a gift na 2,000 pesos?
Pesos.
Pera. Hindi mo tatanggapin? Hindi mo tatanggapin.
No, I mean...
Wow!
Nasaan nga?
So, ganito guys ha. No gift giving except when it's money. Wow!
Because it's I don't know. When I think of money, because when I hear about gifts and whatever, I don't think money is like...
okay. So, ano to?
No, because I've never given money as a gift. So, it never really... Because when I think of gifts, I think of like material objects. Kasi.
So, ganun din. Dapat
no, for example,
bigyan ng money.
For example, diba, we had a Christmas party. Yeah. So, we had a minimum 1,000 here for our ex. And the thing was that since it was minimum 1,000, some people wanted things that were more expensive.
Yeah.
So, nakikita ko sa wall sometimes, can you get me this item? It's 1,400. The 400 is at the reception desk. You can just pay the rest. For me, parang it's like, it's just like 1,000 peso discount for the gift. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, it's kind of like a money thing. I like it's not really about the gift anymore if you include money in it. That's why I don't know.
I guess.
But yeah, if you gave me 2,000, hindi ako magreklamo.
Utot mo. If you don't give gifts don't give money as gifts, hindi ka din makakatanggap.
No. In all seriousness, well, first of all, I would question your sanity. Why would you be giving me money anyway? But I would probably turn it down. But the very no. And then sana tatlong beses. Sige na nga. Okay. I know I don't give gifts, but okay.
That's very Maria Clara of you. That's like the olden Filipino times na parang they say talaga na you have to refuse 3 times before you say yes, just as courtesy.
Actually, yeah, I've heard of that too. So yeah, I mean, I just have a no gift giving policy. But my fondest memories were getting gifts when I was younger. And there's actually a question, or a tweet that I saw earlier, and I've talked about this before. Moving on is that the Christmas gifts that you got when you were younger that you maybe hated but now like. Do you have that? Namely, maybe socks, underwear, blankets, towels. I remember getting those as a kid.
Oh yeah, wallets.
I never got wallet.
I got like a pouch, yung mga ganun, pouch wallet.
So ano trip mo before no?
No, before I would be like, where would I use this? I have my own wallet. Right. But then now I like pouches. Alam mo yun, I like the little bags within my big bag. Na parang before I would really be not naman pissed, but I would just question, why'd you give me this?
Yeah.
But now I'd be happy to receive.
Ako underwear talaga. I
underwear,
remember.
yeah.
Underwear, tapos mga sando and socks.
You would get sando as gifts?
Yeah, when I was younger. And I was like, of course I wanted video games. And I was like, man.
Actually, before, people would give me clothes. And it would be, alam mo yun, parang it's not fun kasi. You just wear it every day, But now, if you gave me clothes, I would be so happy. I don't shop kasi for clothes. Unless I really need it. But I don't shop for fun. So yeah, I would appreciate clothes. Alam mo yun, yung mga, pwede yung mga, ano naman, Marks and Spencer, mga Miss Selfridge, like, yeah. So anything below that, no.
Pululoid asked us about the gifts that we received. What are the ones that you like the most then, or the worst?
The worst.
What was the most? The
already
gifts you
told you.
Yeah, I remember. It was the
electronic dictionary.
That's right. How about the most? What's the best gift that you've ever received? Don't say something cheesy like the gift of friendship from me, because I know.
Feeling mo, may gift of friendship ka sa akin. Feeling mo.
I know it was a blessing that I came into your life, Rika G.
Ganon.
But...
Actually, more of like a curse, ganon. Yung parang, shit, ba't ko ba nakilala
No, yung best gift that you ever received.
No, you first.
Me, I remember my uncle Gino before. He got me the first ever PlayStation.
Wow.
PS1. And that was a big deal for me. Because I was on a Super Nintendo. For me, my progress of video game console, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, PS2, Xbox 360, Xbox One. So, wala lang. I just want to share that. But I know you were looking. I know you're waiting for a point. No. But basically, Super Nintendo, the PS1 was a big jump. This was like next gen na.
Yeah.
At the time. And I remember getting it. And I was floored because I had never gotten a gift that grand before. It was at that time where it was mostly yung mga sando or whatever.
Right.
Or clothes, like you said. Not that those are bad things, but they, compared to a PS1 at the time when I was, I don't know, 10 years old. I don't know when it came out.
This was in the States.
No, this was in Japan.
Oh, Japan.
So it was such a big deal for me. And I remember that. I don't remember if I cried or not, but I remember, no, seriously, I remember being parang speechless because I couldn't believe that he got that for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
are you especially close? Or?
With my uncle? Yeah, before, because I used to actually, even for a time when I was in high school, I lived with them when my mom
in Japan.
When my mom moved abroad. This was in high school now, but yeah, I mean, but I remember at the time, I don't think we were that close either. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe when for your uncle, you
when
guys
I was
were
younger,
close.
when I was younger, we grew closer over time. But I remember.
So where is he now?
He's in Australia. Uncle Gino. I'll see him in February for my cousin's
Shout
birthday. Shout out to my cousins. Yung mga anak nga kambal eh.
You're going to Australia?
No. We're going to Boracay for my cousin's wedding.
Oh.
And they're going to be coming from Australia.
Right,
so my cousin Sheena's getting married. So Merry Christmas.
No.
Bitch. Can't believe you're getting married.
Oh my.
Grabe. She's really cool.
For me, there's this one Christmas na my parents gave us a gift.
Okay.
Tapos they had to like set up something. Yung parang meron pa silang, what do you call this? May parang acting pa.
Acting.
Kasi we went to Eastwood.
Okay.
Tapos dun nagkaroon ng acting yung parents ko na parang, may kailangan tayong i-pick up dito sa condo na to. Tapos
wait, how old are you again? This
is just like,
recently
I was in college.
Okay.
College. So, sabi, may kailangan tayo i-pick up. Sorry anak, hindi tayo dun magki-Christmas sa sa bahay. Kasi kailangan talaga to. So, lahat kami, we were kind of pissed na parang, we should be in our house celebrating Christmas, Noche Buena, ganyan. So, punta na kami sa condo. Sabi nila, condo daw yun ng tita ko. So, akit kami, parang kami, ba yan? Nandito pa kami. Pagdating namin doon, the door was gift wrapped. Okay. Tapos may malaking ribbon. So, we were super weirded out. Parang kami, ano to?
Ano ba yan?
Yun pala, they got a condo for the family.
Wow, kala ko for you.
Not for me. For the family.
Wow, that's awesome.
Sobra. Tapos, I was just so, what do you call this? Parang na-touch ako kasi they really had this whole thing set up na parang mag-acting pa sila. Kunwari may tatawag pa sa kanila.
Was their acting good? Yung totoo?
Hindi, kasi hindi namin nahalata. Which
so
means it was kind of good. Tapos alam mo yung parang kunwari may tumawag pa sa kanila. Okay, sige, act na kami. It was so funny.
Nice.
It was just like tiny condo, parang adorable, just for the family hangout, or
That's
like,
great.
Yeah, so parang kami, we were like shocked and happy, obviously,
Nice.
like ecstatic at the time. Tapos parang super confused lang talaga ako that they had to gift wrap the door.
Well, it's cute nga. It's cute.
It is.
This year, did you receive any awesome gifts? Or, I mean, I know it's kind of, we're recording this on the 22nd, so I don't know, maybe you could do your gift giving later. But how about any early Christmas gifts? that you received?
Money.
Money? Shit, where'd you get that? Can I?
My lola.
Okay.
And she was like, I'm not gonna see you this Christmas, so here's an envelope. And I'm like, thank you.
My lola, by the way, I forgot to mention this. In one of the traditions that we had, we'd have Christmas at my lola's kubo. Actually, this is more New Year's.
Yeah.
But we'll do we have a podcast pa pala for New Year's. By the way, for our New Year's podcast, it's gonna come out later than the first. So I think everyone's gonna be busy on the first. It's gonna come out like on the Wednesday of the New Year for 2019. She throws you mga coins. That is right. That's a tradition, right?
Yeah.
As in, it's a lot of coins. As in, it
candies
will,
and coins usually.
Just coins.
Sa inyo coins lang. Kami may candy naman.
And it hurts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? You're like shielding your face. You're like,
but then,
and you're still picking up coins. Like, come on, give me more.
True.
Yeah.
Best
gift I received this year, and I don't really do gifts, but yung mga matigas yung ulo, get me gifts.
Worry ka pa, hindi mo gusto kunin mo.
Yung crush ko siya gamit yung gift.
Yeah.
Super.
Otot.
Kumot.
What?
Kumot.
To
Kasi
keep you warm.
Kasi sabi ko one day, hindi yung one time we were hanging out, sabi ko I'm cold.
Kasi wala kang kumot sa bahay.
Yun nga, sabi ko I'm cold. And then ever since
gusto
then,
mo kasi hug kanya.
Shut up.
Alam ko na.
But anyway, okay. Here's one. This one not from anyone in particular, but I was curious about it. Favorite Christmas songs. Of course, we can't talk about holidays.
I was just asked that this morning,
Okay.
and then yung nagtanong sa akin, sabi niya, I don't actually have an answer to my own question. Sabi ko, why did you have to force me to answer it? But
do you have one or do you have a couple?
I have one.
Okay.
Yung,
really?
It's
an easy answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yung Sleigh Bells Ring, Are You Listening? I think it's the most classic.
Winter Wonderland.
Yes, Winter Wonderland.
Which version though? Daming versions.
What's
Ano? Sino?
Yung ganun yung boses.
Who's that? Who's that? Sino yun?
Si Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart has a
May
version.
ganun ba siya?
Ang daming, I don't know.
Or baka Frank Sinatra yung iniisip.
Di ba the thing that's cool about Christmas songs is that they're timeless and that they're covered over and over again by modern singers, also traditional singers, mga carolers, mga choirs. There's so many ways to interpret a song. So Winter Wonderland is your favorite?
Yes. Etong version na to with Michael Bublé and Rod Stewart. I like it there. I like the...
What else do you like then?
I don't know why, pero gusto ko yung voice ni Rod Stewart for Christmas songs.
Rod Stewart.
It's like a big hug.
Do you think I'm sexy? Di ba siya yun? Siya yun. Rod Stewart.
Can we play it or not?
Sige, play it a little
Mali
bit.
mo, ano?
Baka ma-take down that.
No,
just to play a little. Play like a segment.
This is like... It's just so classic for me.
And we're not gonna insert this, by the way. We're playing it through the microphone.
We're not that technical.
And our Wi-Fi sucks. So anyway, you guys gotta figure that out. Me, I strayed away from the traditional ones. There's I remember this was a memory from I was hanging out in Guam with my cousins. They don't listen to me because they don't support my dreams. But shout out to Richard and Eli and Mia. In Sync. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Okay. Because, well, first of all, it incorporates the other holidays, so Happy Holidays. But for me, it's one of the most feel-good songs. And I wanted to be a boy band guy before kasi.
Before, yeah. I know your dreams of becoming a boy.
That's a story for another podcast.
Oh, God. And actually, I couldn't believe it. Actually, you didn't tell me.
Even I couldn't believe it.
You didn't tell me. I had to hear the news from other people na parang you were part of this competition and stuff like that.
Okay, that's for another day, man. That was a different time in my life. Hindi gumagana. Okay.
I think we should. Let's go.
Oh, is that them?
Oh my gosh, I love his voice.
Okay, so yeah.
Anyway, later na.
Rika's trying to get that to load. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, one of my favorites. The Mariah song, of course, is very,
it's very iconic.
All I Want for You is Christmas. In terms of the classic ones, I really like the Christmas song, which is called the chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Chestnuts roasting.
Ganda ng boses mo. And the other one, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I don't know if that's a classic or not. And White Christmas. It's nice.
White Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white
right.
Christmas. Is this where we're just gonna sing now? Just like the ones I used to know.
That's always like that line or that song is always used in comedy shows na parang
White Christmas?
oh, parang I heard it in like a couple of comedy shows na parang iniisip nila yung White Christmas like actual white people. Ano ba yun?
Like a racial joke?
Oh, like a racial joke, something like that. I've heard it like a couple of times in different
Christmas movies. Favorite Christmas movie? I have a lot.
I have like my favorite would be The Grinch.
Which one? The Jim Carrey one?
That's my favorite.
Which you know why?
I love the Who people.
It didn't get good reviews, but I enjoyed it too.
The Jim
Grinch?
Carrey?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it did poorly.
What?
I'm not sure.
I loved it. It's like funny and sad and super entertaining at the same time. It's just...
Yeah, you felt bad for him, no? When he was
yung parang lahat parang wala na silang gifts, but they're still happy and they're still celebrating.
The Grinch.
Yeah.
What other Christmas movies
I love
there?
the treatment of that movie. Hindi ko alam kung anong klaseng treatment. Alam mo yung kapag nanood ka ng ano yung Grand Budapest?
Si Wes Anderson.
Yun. Alam mo yung pag nanood ka ng Wes Anderson movie, you know that it's a Wes Anderson movie. Mm-hmm. In that movie, The Grinch, parang may ganun siya. Yung parang may signature.
Like a color grading kind of.
Yeah. And then also, pati yung mga scenes, yung parang, ang dami nila nung parang montages and stuff like that. I really like that.
Have you ever seen, my favorite, just to answer the question, my favorite movie of all time, not just Christmas, is Die Hard.
Is it about Christmas?
It's set during Christmas.
It
so
is?
I consider it a Christmas movie.
Wait, so I've never really
You've never seen Die Hard?
Never
Dude, I don't know. Everyone I talk to is like, never seen Die Hard. That's my favorite movie of all time, Die Hard. But it's set during Christmas. So for me, I consider it a Christmas movie. There's even like, ho ho ho, and then there's a scene na ho 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 na you'll get it if you watch the movie.
Okay.
But if we're talking about like yung mga traditional where they, Christmas is a big central theme to the movie. That's a tough one, man. I really like I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I don't know that.
You know JTT?
No.
JTT. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He was a child actor. He was the voice of young Simba in The Lion King.
Wait, I think I know this.
He was in Home Improvement. Anyway, it stars Jonathan Taylor Thomas and a young Jessica Biel.
Okay.
I really like that movie. Look up Christmas. What other Christmas movies are there? Have you seen?
I know. See Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Home Alone is really good.
I know Macaulay Culkin had a recent commercial. You see that?
Yeah. It's kind of like Home Alone also.
Right.
But you know what? When it comes to Home Alone, it's like I watch it every year, but by accident. Alam mo yung parang because it's like it's shown in TV, it's shown in like different channels and everything. So parang every time I would watch TV, mapapanood ko lang siya.
Yeah,
all of a sudden. I don't even like sit down and actually, schedule to watch the movie.
Home Alone is great. The first two. Well, did you watch 3? Because 3 doesn't have Macaulay Culkin in it anymore.
No. I didn't watch it.
I think Alex D. Linz. I don't know why I know that name.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know. I think it's Alex D. Linz. Google it for me, guys. I'm pretty sure it's Alex D. Linz, who was in Home Alone 3.
And then, is it like the same
Same concept, but different actors.
Okay.
My favorite traditional, I'll Be Home for Christmas, I like that one. But my favorite traditional one, if you count it, Love Actually.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cute.
I really love that movie. I think it's not even just a Christmas movie. I think it's great for Valentine's Day and just anytime you want to be killing. I love Love Actually. It's so good.
How about Christmas commercials?
I don't know that. I don't have any that's. Oh, I know Christmas jingles.
Like what?
Ang Noche Buena ko ay Noche Buena mo. Regalo ko sa'yo Del Monte Spaghetti.
Mine would be my favorite one.
That was last year.
I know, that was last year. My favorite one would be, I don't know kung ano, I think it's Jollibee or something.
Okay.
Pero yung lolo, parang wala siyang...
Karen. Ay, na McDo.
No. Wala siyang budget or something to buy a gift for her.
For his
grandchild. Tapos parang in the end, it doesn't matter naman kasi parang the child was so happy to see the lolo. Yung parang ganon.
Yeah, well, that goes back to what you were saying earlier, right? About, some families not having enough. And you said that sometimes you might think like, oh, it has the spirit of Christmas enough. I think for most people, it is. So
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Christmassy people out there.
That's really what I'm hoping
Christmas
for.
movies. Ano pa ba yung mga Christmas movies now that I think about it? Ano yun? With Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad, where he's trying to get his kid a toy.
And then
like they're fighting over the last toy. I forgot the name of that movie. Damn, we did not prepare for this.
No, I really don't know this movie.
Oh no, I'm just in general. I don't. Do you know any more Christmas movies? There's so many. I can't think of A Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol. Yung
Or how about Four Christmases?
What's Four Christmases?
The one with wait lang.
This Christmas, the one with Chris Brown. I hate that movie. That movie sucks.
The one with Vince Vaughn. There we go. I like this one.
Vince Vaughn
and Reese Witherspoon.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Is the holiday? Is that called the holiday? The holiday switch? Yung nag-switch sila ni Cameron Diaz and Jack Black was there. Jude Law was there. That's a Christmas movie, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what that movie's called.
Elf. Elf is really
Elf.
good.
Oh, Elf.
Yeah.
Elf is good.
I like Elf.
How about Miracle on 34th Street?
What's that?
Oh, you never seen that? How about,
no. I've seen that one.
With the little girl from Matilda?
Yun ba yung namatay siya and then he saw Christmas with like...
No, that's the Christmas Carol.
No,
with the ghosts of Christmas past and stuff?
No, yun yung nakita niya yung life ng mga tao without him.
No. That's something else. I don't know. I've seen that.
How about... I like the Polar Express.
You like Polar Express? Yeah. I didn't like it.
It
looked really good, but I thought it was boring.
Why?
Babes in Toyland. Is that a Christmas movie? Babes in Toyland?
I like Polar Express because, alam mo yung parang it was a peep into Santa's world. Diba? Parang wala
peep hole. Peep show.
How about... What else?
One more. Is there one more on that list that you're looking at? I can't think off the top of my head. I know we should have made a list.
Bad Santa.
But then when Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
It's all right. It was pretty good. It's all right.
I like it.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're coming towards almost an hour. What else could we talk about for... Well, I guess what are our holiday wishes? Because this is our last podcast for 2018. But we'll be back next week.
Anyway.
I guess this is our chance to talk about maybe our 2018 because we're not going to be doing our New Year thing until New Year's.
Yeah.
So maybe in the New Year podcast, we'll talk about what we want for 2019. So let's just reflect about this year. Reflect. Go, Rika G. What did you think about this year?
This year was a roller coaster.
Okay.
Work-wise.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think the number one thing that I learned this year is to be very patient with a lot of people. I think that was like the whole year. Yun yung theme ng buhay ko. Like, I need to be more patient with people. You know?
Yeah.
So, not just kasi nga parang recently we talked about me being impatient with like, yun nga, customer service people. And then I realized if I was more patient in some situations that happened this year, it would have turned out better. Parang ganun.
Right.
And na-realize ko lang yun. But, I can't really turn back time. So, maybe next year, guys.
What about the good things that happened this year? Looking back on it, what stands out in your mind?
In my mind. You know what? I really can't think of
Really?
Like, wait lang. No. I know there is.
Okay.
Pero parang alam mo yung...
Nothing stands out?
Hindi ako prepared.
I can talk and maybe you can just interject. Then.
Sige, go.
2018 for me was it was a year, I call it, and it sounds so cliche. It was like a year of like redemption and like learning. But also a lot of setbacks as well, which I think is normal anyway. Because in terms of like learning and whatever, 2017 was a very rough year for me. Last year,
right?
It was there's some good, but it was mostly a bad year. This year, I feel like I was able to bounce back from that and learn from the mistakes that I made in 2017, and I was able to do a lot of good for myself and how my perspectives on life. I took up minimalism, which was a big part of my 2018. I'm still learning how to fully incorporate it, but that's a huge part of this year. I've taken a step back though in terms of health. I need to focus on that maybe for next year because dude, I've just been eating like crap. So that's like a downside of my year. And I've realized now my metabolism is the slowest that it's ever been.
Okay.
Diba? When I'm older. Older
When
now.
you're older
I'm
now.
older now. So, and I met a really cool person.
Lahat na parang, it's like you want to talk about this person and you don't.
Because I don't want to jump any guns. Like, I don't want to, wala lang. I don't want to jinx it either. But that was a cool, towards the latter half of 2018. So, sana.
Wow.
And it's made me think about a lot of my life I put in perspective.
Yes. Gusto mo yun.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to listen, but this is not a line.
Yeah, this person
but
will.
it is a line.
Actually, it was kind of cool. No, sige na. I'm giving away a lot of stuff
Anyway.
if I say that.
Do you
for
think
me,
of anything now?
Yeah, I actually did.
Because I'm sure there's so much.
Actually, this year, the whole year, I was thinking about changing something in my life na is super scary, which I just told you about it. And I'm not comfortable,
you don't want to reveal it yet.
I don't want to reveal it yet, but it was a big change.
So risk-taking.
Yeah, it's a big decision. And I had to literally do adult stuff. Yung na-realize ko na, shit, this is such an adult thing to do. Like, open a checking account and like do this and that. And like, it's just, and plus, it's a big responsibility. It's gonna happen next year.
Yeah.
But
well, maybe you'll be comfortable to talk about it in the next year.
Yeah, next year. But this year, I don't want to jinx it also. But it's all coming together.
Nice. It's all coming. Mali yun.
It's all
Celine
coming.
Dion, it's all coming
but
back.
when I was literally in the throes of making the decision,
okay,
I was asking JC here, like, am I making like the right decision? Should I do this?
Yeah.
And
because I did something similar.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been through whatever Rica's gonna probably go through soon. So
and I know even though people give me advice, it's still my call.
Oh, of course.
So
at the end of the day, it's always your call.
So you guys just gave me the courage and the confidence.
Right.
Tama ba?
True.
Yeah. You gave me the confidence to like go through it, and I know now na my sister's actually she's got my back in all of this. Na parang actually sinabi ko sa sister ko, Leche kasi yung tawag ko sa sister ko. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Sabi ko,
I don't know why. I don't know din eh.
Sabi ko, Leche, what if magutom ako in the middle of the year or something like it because of this decision?
Right.
Sabi niya, well, okay lang yan, nandito naman ako eh. And just hearing that,
I got you too.
like,
My Skyflakes ako sa bahay if you ever get hungry. I got you, fam. I got you, fam.
GC by JC.
GC's from JC. Pwede din.
Yeah. So there, it was super scary. Like, mga 1 week akong napaisip. And when I made the decision, I was really happy.
Nice. Right.
And I can't wait.
Hey, yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited for you because it's a big thing. I know we don't want to reveal it, but it's a big thing for anybody who's gonna go through this. So, yeah, it's not pregnancy, by the way. Just so you know. Just so you know.
Ang unfair.
I know.
Ang unfair. Kasi pag kunwari, if it's a guy doing this, hindi nila naman iisipin.
No. Well, I was thinking like, kasi you told our listeners that I've been through them. Baka isipin nila may anak ako eh. I guess our last thing now, since we got maybe a couple more minutes till the hour mark. What we we have to thank our listeners. Yeah. Because right now we're at around more than 20,000 listens, and that's incredible.
And the thing is, like, we're so thankful for the people who support us through this podcast.
Super.
Because alam mo, parang wala namang pumilit sa inyo. It was your own decision. And just thinking about that, parang, shit, thank you.
And by the time this comes out, we're about 13, 14 episodes mixes deep, right?
Excited.
So, and there's people who have listened to all of them, like all the way through. That's 14 plus hours of your life that you wasted. Just kidding. No,
sana, di ba, nag-workout na lang kayo. No, but then again,
some
you guys
people
could
listen to work it out.
Yeah, right?
But to me, that's the what I'm really, yung parang nakakagan ng loob, nakakakilig. That people who don't really know us, maybe personally, we haven't probably met in person, but they're taking the time to sit with you and me, whether they're in their car, whether they're at the gym, and just to listen to us. That's so cool to me.
It is.
And I think that's what podcasts are, the beauty of podcasts. I mean, you're really getting into podcasts in general, right? So I think it's great. And
thank you.
Thank you so much.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Yes, from our very bastos hearts. I mean, dude, I mean,
in fairness, di masyadong bastos tong episode.
That's true. You know, we started out talking about, penises.
I know, right?
And now here we are, just being so wholesome.
Here we are, still talking about penises.
So yeah, it's Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody.
And I hope everyone, even if you're going through something, you guys can still stop and look at life. And on the brighter side of
we hope that's what we bring to you guys, because we've gotten a lot of messages, a lot of tweets, which I hope you continue to do so even after this. So if you're listening to this maybe later in the year, just tell us that maybe we re-brightened your year, because that really means a lot to us. And money, but also really, I mean, Rika and I, we haven't really monetized this at all.
Yeah,
but we're
gonna do it every single week.
Yeah, and we just like I don't want to speak for Rika, but for me, I love the thought of being able to give somebody something to either smile about or love. Yeah, this is true.
Somebody to love.
This is very true. So. Shout out to you people out there.
Yes. Big hug. Final thoughts. It was a really good year, and this Christmas is pretty different, as I told you.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody will be celebrating Christmas with their families, with their friends, their
very
loved
emotional
ones.
right now. I feel like I'm about to cry.
It's just
this is so good.
It's just so nice, It's a nice season.
It really was. It really is touching that people listen to it. That shit really feels so nice.
So, kunwari lang a reunion nyo na, or like get together with friends, tell them about the Halo Halo show and ask them to listen.
Because I know a lot of people want us to post more, but we need to reach a certain amount of listens per month. We need 10,000 listens per month. We're at around like 7.
Oh,
7.5. So we're almost there, which is actually really good. So please tell your friends about us. Follow us online, Halo Halo Show, the Halo Halo Show, everywhere except Instagram. Christmas wish ko yun. Sana we get that IG.
Huwag ka na po mag-post.
Yeah. You can follow Rika and I. You can find us. They know where to find us. And yeah, Merry Christmas. And
Merry Christmas.
We'll catch you next year. Time for Halo Halo Show. Is that our extra song? Do you have one more? What's your favorite one? Let's sing your favorite one.
Ano yun? Sleigh bells ring.
Are you listening?
Oh my gosh, I don't know
you don't know the lyrics?
Because I let them sing it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm gonna sing it and you're just gonna do the background. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the land, lane snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. Take it away.
Walking in a winter wonderland.
Halo Halo Show. Bye everyone.
Bye.